right, I'm Sean Kelley. What do I hit?
Just hit the space bar.
All right, I'm Sean Kelley, and for the record, I have no slides tonight. I thought I'd let your mind be the PowerPoint for this topic. So first of all, I have been hiding a secret for years. I'm a complete prude. There are certain words in the English language I will not say. They embarrass me to blushing. That these words are anatomical and sexual in nature is all the more embarrassing because I make my living as a health writer. I've kept my problem zipped up. I kept it zipped up for years because I wrote about truckers. And, you really don't want to discuss anatomical terms with men who spend a lot of time alone. But then I went to work for a women's health magazine, and I thought my secret was going to be exposed. But apparently there are other people who are afraid to speak in anatomical terms as well. For example, we often use the phrase down there to refer to certain female anatomy places on covers of our magazine, because apparently the Postmaster General is not down with anatomical terminology. Or maybe it was because seeing anatomical words on a cover at newsstand could make people less likely to buy the magazine. But my secret language problem, this issue came to a head recently because I had a down there problem. In fact, I was experiencing some pain down there.
Are there pictures?
Well, if my talk isn't providing them for you yet, then you're not imagining enough. I'll note that my down there problem was a little bit different from the down there problem in the women's magazines. Just for the record, my down there had a burning sensation. Enough that after 3 weeks of pondering and grotesquely altering my gait to accommodate it, I decided to call my doctor. So this is what ensues. Hello, this is Sean Kelley. I need to get a referral for a urologist. What seems to be the problem, Mr. Kelley? No problem, I just need a referral. Mr. Kelley, can you tell me why you want to see a urologist? I'm having some pain. Where are you having pain? Where a urologist might be required? Please be more specific. This is where I uttered my first anatomical word, including, I might add, all the common euphemisms that men normally like to bat around. My left testicle hurts. Nurse, hold please. I could just feel the blood boiling into my face. Here I was talking to a medical professional about a medical problem using medical terminology, and all I could picture were a bunch of women snickering in the room while I was on hold. Sadly, it was about to get worse. I had an appointment with a urologist meant I would have to expose both my language problem and my anatomy to someone else. I have another secret. With the exception of my wife, no one has seen me naked in more than 10 years. In fact, no one has seen me without a shirt since a skinny dipping incident in 1998. I'm abnormally modest with my body and my language. I am a complete prude. But I had a down there problem, and I was going to a down there doctor, so I was going to have to confront my down there modesty. If you haven't been to a urologist, not something I would recommend unless you have a burning left testicle. Let me set the scene. The waiting room at my urologist is filled with middle-aged men. They have one of two conditions: a performance issue or an enlarged prostate. I can say that term because I have no idea where the prostate is. Yes, I'm a health writer. The waiting room. So I'm not a middle-aged man. I didn't have a performance issue. And to my knowledge, my prostate was fine. So because I had a burning sensation, I got to go to the head of the line. Instead of making clever observations in the waiting room, I was left to ponder my approaching exposure alone. This was bad, and it was about to get worse. I suppose I should have realized how old my urologist was. From the pictures on the wall, there were pictures of his kids, of his kids' kids, and of his kids' kids' kids, his great-grandchildren. They were next to his Korean War certificate. But the dead giveaway was when he shuffled in orthopedic shoes. And then there was the severe palsy in his hands. I forgot all about my left testicle. Instead, I stared at his hands, his very shaky hands. Doctor, Mr. Kelley, what seems to be the problem? I have a burning sensation in my left testicle. I haven't had any problems with my penis, my prostate, or noticed any issues with my scrotum. There's been no burning in my urethra, and there's been no sexual dysfunction. So basically, everything's okay down there. And then he says, drop them. I was scared out of my pants, literally, by his shaking hands. While I'm there in my undress, the doctor shook his hand into one glove, shook his hand in another glove, and then moved in towards my nether regions. Then, quite suddenly, his hands slowed their vibrations, and he began to feel around looking for the problem. The burning sensation was diagnosed as a nearly healed infection. I got a clean bill of health, and my urologist went back to shaking. But my down there problem was cured, and so apparently was my language issue. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself.